Welcome back, everyone. A familiar voice re-emerges after 5 years in an Irish castle in a moment. But first, welcome to sunny Hawke's Bay. No, we haven't moved the studio during the break. We're talking about the latest exhibition of Dick Frizzell. The former advertising creative and teacher left the fruit bowl of New Zealand 4 decades ago, yet it hasn't stopped his nostalgic view. We sent our own visitor from Hawke's Bay along to reminisce.
Hanging proud and welcome to sunny Hawke's Bay is Dick Frizzell's huge canvas of Tomato Peak.
The whole exhibition, in a way, is driven by this kind of an old-fashioned romantic yearning thing, you know. But like, a lot like that expat dilemma that people get into. They're there, they want to be here, they start romanticising it. You know what I mean?
As a budding artist, Frizzell left the Hibber, or rather fled it in 1959 for art school.
As a young art student, beatnik, try-hard bohemian, you know, trying to grow a beard and everything else, it's the place to be, you know. If you weren't into rugby, racing and beer, seriously, that was finished, you know. Culture didn't happen.
Frizzell is one of the country's most prolific artists. His latest work is more about the heart than the head. He tries and captures what are called Frizzellian landscapes.
This one here has got the lot. It's got the far, the distant, you know, the back of the Cape there, the sea coming in, and that huge distance from there to those trees and the jar and jolt of those black mark-the-carpers against that, you know, the white haze. That's a nice device, you know what I mean? It gives it a dramatic, graphic language, if you like.
Humour is never far from Frizzell's work, but this exhibition is also designed visitor to Hawke's Bay and visitor from badges. The tag is now a Metro magazine institution for anyone not known on the society pages. But Frizzell's put a new spin on visitor from Hawke's Bay.
In my view, it becomes sort of quite an affectionate sort of thing in a way, because it's not disparaging. I mean, the whole Hawke's Bay thing shifted so much. What it is shifting, it's still, you know, it's still obviously, but as a province now, it's, I mean, it's just such a fabulous destination, you know.
But he says his work stops short of a tourism brochure, as there's not a lot of sun in the exhibition.
The source of these have been likened to butcher shop calendars, that whole culture of cheesy landscapes, you know, in a way. So that, and I'm looking for, in a way, looking for the obvious, but from my angle, you know what I mean? So it's the obvious, given a bit of a twist.
Welcome to sunny Hawke's Bay opens tomorrow at Auckland's Gow Langsford Gallery and runs until December the 9th. Michael BERAN, 3 News.
From a visitor from Hawke's Bay to one from somewhere in provincial Ireland. In the mid-90s, the lilting Celtic sound of Enya was everywhere. For the past 5 years, she's been hiding away in an Irish castle, but now a new album is ready.
Time, but it talks about how time, it's only by having time, and time will tell if you've found true love or if you haven't. And therefore, it's kind of saying, be patient, and if it doesn't work out, you've got to accept that.
By hip-hop troupe, the Fugees, though Lauren Hill and crew didn't like to mention it.
I sort of said, well, it's not fair, you know, to just feel that you have the right to just take the music. So what I felt was a compromise. I mean, I made them go through the right channels to ask permission and everything, and to cover for royalties and stuff like that. But I decided, because I knew it was going to be a major song for them, I decided to let them keep the track on the album.
Enya is most famous for their massive hit Orinoco Flow, taken from the ultra-successful Watermark album. Though at the time of its creation, the classically trained star wasn't thinking of chart domination.
It was a wonderful, wonderful bonus and a surprise to see how the music was accepted worldwide.
Be enjoyed by her faithful old fans and perhaps younger ones who are freshly influenced by the ethereal Enya. Fenna Owen, 3 News.
Don't go just yet. We still have the weather for Tuesday if you really want to know.